So this is gonna be a pretty heavy video in terms of topics, and it's gonna deal with a lot of real life events. And I'm going to talk right from here and give my personal opinion on the mistaken arrest of Ryan Coogler. If you guys don't know what's going on, this past, I believe it was Wednesday, or it was Wednesday when this happened. Uh, Black Panther director Ryan Coogler arrested after being mistaken for a bank robber. So what happened was Ryan Coogler here, the director of great movies like Fruitvale Station, Creed. The man did do other stuff other than Black Panther, guys. He has directed other stuff than Black Panther. It's just Black Panther really put him on the map for a more casual audience. But I follow Coogler back to from Fruitvale Station. So Coogler went to, I believe it was Bank of America or something like that, and basically he had his check, and or he was getting ready to withdraw some money, and he was getting ready to withdraw $12,000 cash, and he wrote on the back of the thing, he's like, please be discreet, count somewhere else. He's like, just count the money, because a lot of times the tellers will get your money and they'll count it right there in front of everybody. And he wanted it to be discreet. He's probably going in there, he doesn't want like a lot of people noticing him, and you sure as hell don't want someone to count $12,000 in front of you, and then you're gonna get jumped, you're gonna get mugged. You never know what's gonna happen. So he just wrote a little note on the back saying, hey, just be discreet, count somewhere else. And next thing you know, he's in handcuffs and being accused of trying to rob the bank. So let's not mistake this situation and what this situation is. Let's be blunt. Let's be 100% real here. Ryan Coogler was arrested because he is black. There is no ifs or buts or mistake in that. Do not try to play any kind of mind games or any kind of fancy games with words or anything like that. Ryan Coogler was arrested because of the color of his skin. That is 150% the reason why that man was profiled and accused of being a robber. That is why. If a white man would have walked into a bank with this check or whatever and getting ready to withdraw $12,000 with a little note on there, we would not be in this situation. We would not be in this situation. Ryan Coogler is a black man. The teller automatically profiled this man without even asking questions, without asking for an ID, without asking anything. Just automatically called the police, and this is the epitome of profiling someone and judging someone by the color of their skin. Look at Ryan Coogler, guys. Ryan Coogler isn't your typical, what you think of a Hollywood director. He's not a Christopher Nolan look, or Steven Spielberg, People, he's like, to me, I feel like Coogler is like one of us, right? You see him kind of like just hanging out, shooting the shit with Michael B. Jordan on set and stuff like that. Ryan Coogler is just a normal guy, He looks like a normal type of guy. He went in to withdraw a huge amount of money. $12,000 is probably not a lot to him, but for like you and me, it's a lot of money. And they accused him of trying to rob the bank because he's black. 150. If anybody tries to spin this story to say it's not about race, then they are a damned fool and they're in denial. It is 2022 and we are so far behind in times that we are just, it feels like we haven't evolved nowhere in society. We haven't. There's this thing called white privilege, and I don't think people really understand it. And I'm going to be honest with you. There was a time where I didn't understand it. People were like, you got white privilege. And I'm like, man, dude, I've been poor my whole life. White privilege doesn't mean if you were poor or rich or any of that shit, You can have white privilege and still be poor. It doesn't mean wealth. It doesn't mean wealth. It just means dealing with certain things that other people don't have to deal with. That's white privilege. Well, like being able to not deal with shit that other people have to deal with. That's what white privilege is. And I'm going to give you some examples of this. Example number one. Ryan Coogler goes into the bank to try to withdraw $12,000, leaves a little note. Hey, please count somewhere else. Please be discreet. He gets handcuffed and accused of robbing the damn bank. A white person go do that. Nothing happens to them. That's a fact. That would happen. I'm just saying that's 100% a fact. That would happen. Another example of white privilege. You know how many times I was drinking or smoking and I got pulled over by a cop, either drunk or high, and I was left off with a warning? If that wouldn't have been a black person driving that car, their asses would have been in handcuffs without even a second notice. Sir, step out of the vehicle. There were times I was going 70 miles an hour in a 35 mile an hour zone. I got pulled over. Sir, what's the hurry? You're doing 70 in a 35. Oh, I'm tired. I just want to get home. I worked all day. All right, sir, just be more careful. If I was a black man, my ass would be in the back seat of that car. That is white privilege. White privilege has nothing to do with your wealth. You can have white privilege and still be poor as shit. What white privilege is that you get away with certain things that someone of color would not get because they are automatically judged as a villain by the color of their skin. This is real. This is facts. This happens daily. Okay, look, I'm not all fucking gangster and all. I don't know the first thing, okay, about what it is to be a black person. Okay, I can only guess what they have to go through. But I lived in Fort Lauderdale for many, many years. I lived in bad parts of the neighborhood where most white people do not live. It's 95% black. Okay, most of my friends were black, and I seen on the daily what these people had to deal with. I seen what my friends had to deal with. How cops would stop us. We're just walking to the mall. Cops would stop us and harass them. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? What do you like? This is what I'm talking about when it comes to white privilege. Certain people, whether it be, and I'm not saying all, I'm not generalizing saying all. I'm just saying, these are the cases. When someone like Ryan Coogler comes in to try to withdraw $12,000, the people profile him as a thug, as a gangster, or hood, not realizing that this is an educated man who's very successful, who has created a movie that has transcended its genre. It was nominated for Oscars and has grossed over billions of dollars. They don't see that. The first thing they see is this. And they automatically profile this man, and they accuse him of being gang. They accuse him and generalize him as a gangster thug. That's what white people do. Not all white people, but for the most part, when a white person sees something, they automatically look at a black person and see the way they dress, see the chains, or they got good, nice shoes on. They got some Jordans, like they got the latest Jordans on, and they're wearing the flat bell cap and all that. What do they think? Oh, he's a thug. He's a gangster. He probably does drugs, probably sells drugs, probably beats his wife. They automatically confirm all this in their head without even speaking to the man. This happens all the time. That is the difference between white privilege and not white privilege. When a black man walks into a place, he's automatically considered a thug / gangster / hoodlum. Where a white person walks into a place and he gets the benefit of the doubt. That is the difference between being white and being black, and that's the definition of white privilege. It has nothing to do with being poor or not being poor. I see people all the time posting, well, I don't know about this white privilege, but I've been poor my whole life. It has nothing to do about that. But your life isn't harder because of your skin color. Black people can be just as poor as you. Y'all can live in the same damn hood, right? just as hard as you. You both guys are living in the same complex, right? But the thing is, their life is a little bit harder because every time they step out the house, they're going to be profiled as something that they're not just by the color of the skin and the clothes that they wear. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what happened to fucking Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler went to a bank that he has an account at to try to withdraw money from his account. The teller didn't ask for his ID, didn't ask any questions. She automatically saw the note that he said, please just count somewhere else and be discreet, because he doesn't want to draw attention to you counting $12,000 fucking dollars in front of everybody and God, so the man would bring attention to himself. But instead of asking questions, you automatically assume, oh, he's going to rob us. Why would he rob you? Why? Where did you come to that conclusion? Because he is black, ladies and gentlemen. And if anybody else, I don't care, if any other channels want to fight against that, they can fight all they want, but the proof is right there. And Ryan Coogler is a better man than I am. Because Ryan Coogler said it was a misunderstanding, should have never got out of hand, and Bank of America, whoever his bank was, apologized, and I guess everything is good. Ryan Coogler is a better man than me, because I would withdraw all my money and close my account right there. And I would want that teller fired, and there would be some serious things going on. Ryan Coogler is a better man than me. And I am a massive Ryan Coogler fan. Like I said, I'm sitting here, I'm sporting my Black Panther hat and Black Panther shirt. Black Panther has done a lot for me and my channel. But I was a fan of Ryan Coogler before Black Panther. I seen him in Fruitvale Station, direct Fruitvale Station with Michael B. Jordan. I seen Creed. I know the talent that this man has and how passionate he is for what he does in Hollywood. And to me, it just saddens me that we are in 2022. Slavery has been over for how many years, right? Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all these guys fighting for, equal rights. And just because we say they have it, you can't change what's in somebody's heart. Because no matter if we say they have equal rights and they're free to do what they want and they can vote and all that, it doesn't matter. Because every day there's going to be another black man or black woman profiled and accused of being something they're not just by the color of their skin. And newsflash for you guys, every race has people that one race is, every race has a group of people that make that race look bad. White people have white trash, that trailer park trash that don't do shit, that's doing crystal meth and all that shit. Hispanics has the same type of gangs and shit. Black people have, a group of people that are all thugs and hood. But you don't judge an entire race on one group of people in that race. I don't want people calling me white trash just because I have a beard and I'm bald. I work hard every single day to provide, pay my bills, and be a better person. And there are tons of people in the black community that go out there and they work 2 to 3 jobs to support their family, put food on the table, a roof over their house, and they are, every time they go out, they're automatically profiled because the color of their skin and the clothes that they wear, that they are some kind of ghetto hood rat because of the color of their skin. We are in 2022, and this is still an issue. This is still an issue. And it makes me sick to my stomach. So this is a much different video than I have done, but I had to get that off my chest because, again, I am a fan of Ryan Coogler and Black Panther, and this is something I just wanted to talk about, get real there for a second. So yeah, I just had to get that off the chest. But before I end the video, I just want to take this time to kind of throw this out there, guys. I have a second YouTube channel that I just created last week. It's all video game content, but even if you guys aren't video game fans, can you guys just shoot over there and please subscribe? Help me out a little bit, please. We got 413 subscribers. I would like to try to get that number up to 1,000. If you guys can please do me a big favor, go over to that channel and subscribe. I will have the link to it in the description box below, as well as in a pinned comment. If you guys want to subscribe to this channel, that's great too. But also try to help me out with that Storms Gaming channel. I'm really trying to build it up. I'm working hard, putting out videos each and every day on both channels here, plus working a full-time job, so I'm really trying hard. But I want everybody to think about what I said in this video and really take it to heart, because it bothered me quite a bit. But that's all I have, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm looking forward to reading each and every one of your comments. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.